And learning advanced MSNR, we're going to start from the very basic, which we need to cover some things. And the things we're going to cover, we're going to start with support. We'll go to resistance. Now, there are different types of support. We have 3 types of support. We have 3 types of resistance. We also have RBS. We have types of RBS and types of SBR, which we are going to discuss also. Then we have the QM. We have different types of QM. Okay, we are going to cover all that. And we have OCL. We have different types of OCL. Now, these are just the basic things you need to learn. This is the foundation of understanding advanced MSNR. If you don't understand this, there's no way you're going to understand the deeper advanced MSNR concept. So you need to understand this first. Now, when it comes to support, this is how we get our support. When we have something like this, if you have a candle like this, I'll make this to be green. Let's make this a green candle, or a red candle. Let's make this a red candle. Then I have another candle. I have another candle like this. Now, I don't need too much candle to get my support or my resistance. Immediately I have 2 candles of different colors. I've gotten my resistance. Let's add the wick and also add the wick here. If I have 2 candles of different colors, a bullish and a bearish candle, I have my support. And when drawing your support, we draw our support line below the candle. Now let's do this. Before I explain more about the support, let's just do the same thing for resistance. So if I have a resistance like this, another candle, I don't need too much candles to get a resistance or a support. Immediately we have 2 candles of different colors, or immediately we have a bullish and a bearish candle, can easily establish our support and resistance. And when drawing the resistance line, our resistance line is always drawn at the top. Now, there is a confusion that people always face when trying to draw support and resistance line, and that confusion comes from when a candle opens. Remember, this candle opened here, this red candle, bearish candle, opened here and closed here. Then this other candle here is expected to open at where the previous candle closed, but sometimes you have something like this where the candle opened like this with a jump. Now, in this kind of situation, people always get confused where to draw their support line. Some will draw the support line here, which is wrong. And the easiest way to solve this problem is to always use this. All key level lines are drawn on the close of the candle. All key level lines are drawn on the close of the candle. Now, what does this mean? This means that if I'm drawing my support line below, because support will always be below, resistance will always be above. Now, if I'm drawing my support below, it must be on the close of the candle. Now, if I check this candle and this candle, which of them have a close below is a red candle. So it doesn't matter where this green opened from, I'll still draw my support at the close of this candle. Now, you might have a situation where the candle opened like this. I won't be confused whether to draw my support here. I'll still draw my support here. You've seen that. So it doesn't matter how the other candle opens, we still draw our support line below, and it's going to be on the close of the bearish candle. Now the same thing goes for resistance. If I have a resistance candle like this is my resistance. Yeah, sometimes you see that, remember, this resistance candle opened here, closed here. Now in a situation where the bearish candle opened something like this, no need of getting confused. You still draw your resistance line on the close, which is going to be the green candle. If the other candle opens like this, you still draw it here. You're not going to take it up and start drawing it here. That's not what you're going to do. You're going to draw it on the close, which is the green. So that's it for support and resistance. Now the next thing we need to cover is RBS and SBR. Now this is my resistance. What's the job of the resistance? The job of a resistance is to resist the price from going more higher. The job of a resistance is to resist the price here and bring it down. Now in a situation where the resistance couldn't resist the price, but the market did what? Broke through it. You now see that this is no more a resistance but RBS. And what's the meaning of RBS? RBS means resistance becomes support. RBS, resistance becomes support. See, very simple. Now in the case of SBR, that means we had a support. And what's the job of a support? The job of a support is to prevent the price from going more lower. The job of a support is for the market to come to the support. So the market to come here, then the support will push the price up. So in a situation where the support was not strong enough to push the price up and the market broke, this is no more a support but what? SBR. Support becomes resistance. See how that is? Very simple. Now another concept, another key level that confuses people when they want to trade advanced MSNR is this. When you want to get your QM always confuses a lot of people. Now look at QM is that key level that is broken twice. When a key level is broken twice, that key level becomes a QM. Now look, we have this resistance. The resistance was supposed to prevent the price from going more higher, but the market came, broke the resistance the first time. Then after the market broke it, it went from resistance to RBS. Remember we said RBS, remember we said QM is that key level that's broken twice. So if the market comes back again and breaks this key level, this place becomes a QM. This thing will now go from RBS to what? A QM. That is how we get our QM. At first it was a resistance, the market broke through it, became RBS. The market came back again and broke it again, it became a QM. The same with trying to get, this is a bearish QM. The same way we want to get a bullish QM, we had a support. The support was supposed to prevent the price from going lower, but the price came, broke through it. Now this key level here turned from support to SBR. Then from SBR, what do we expect? If the market comes back and breaks through it again, it becomes a QM. Now the market broke through it again, it became a QM. So now that this area is a QM, what does a QM do? The market comes back, tap here, it will go down. Or the market comes here, tap here, it will go up. This is a daily chart, and this area was a resistance before. The market broke through it, now is RBS. We also have this area which is a support here. That's a support. It doesn't matter the number of pullback candles, just two candles with opposite color qualifies to be a support and resistance. And draw the line on the close of the this candle here and draw this support on the close of the bearish candle. Now this is another support here, this is another support here. This was a resistance here, the market broke through it. Now is what? RBS. This was a support here, the market broke through it, became SBR. You see that? This is also a resistance, this is a resistance, this is also a resistance here. You see this resistance? This was a resistance, the market broke through it, became RBS, the market broke through it again, it became a QM. That's a QM. This is another one here. This was a support, the market broke through it, it became SBR, market broke through it again, it became a QM. You see that? This area here is a support, this is a support. See how the market respected it? That's a support. Now we've been able to identify support, resistance, and QM. Now this area here is also, this was resistance, this was what? A QM, because this was the resistance before. The market broke through it the first time, broke through it the second time, it became a QM. This was now a QM. The market came here, used it, and dropped. So this one here was, this was a support, the market broke through the first time, became SBR, broke through the second time, it became a QM. So that is how we identify support, resistance, QM, SBR on our chart. Now this is RBS here, resistance before, market broke through it, became RBS, the market came, tapped it. This was resistance before, the market broke through it, became RBS, the market came, used it. This was a support before, the market came, broke through it, it became SBR. You see how the market used it before, it broke through it again, that made it become a QM. So that's how to identify support, resistance, and QM on the chart. So let's go to the final key level we'll be looking at in this very video. Now the last one is OCL. OCL means open close level. And how can we identify OCL on the chart? Now we can only identify OCL when we have candles of the same color, like candles of the same color. That's the only way we can identify OCL. Now if I see this candle, this candle, and this candle, this candle and this candle, you see this close here of this other candle, that's an OCL, open close level. This is an OCL. If I see this candle and this candle, this is an OCL. If I see another candle, this candle and this candle, this is an OCL. Now the same thing with bearish candles. If I see this candle and this candle, this is an OCL. If I see this candle and this candle, this is an OCL. Between this candle and this candle, this is an OCL. So those are open close level. They are always useful to trade. We have 5 types of OCL, and those are the only types we trade. This very video, we are learning how to identify these key levels the right way. So we've done support, resistance, RBS, SBR, QM, and OCL. We're able to understand how to mark and identify this key level. So I'll be dropping more videos, so like, share, subscribe to the channel, so when I drop new videos, you'll always be the first to be notified.